What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Huddy, and today I'm bringing you guys the final build update video for my Bleed Mercenary build. Reason why it's the final is because I kind of just ran out of freaking patience trying to roll on some of this gear, and it's right now this gear is as good as it's gonna get. I'm gonna be honest. This is a strong. I think this character is as strong as it's gonna get right now as well, unless I somehow just get a crazy, disgusting breach ring and something else. I don't know. So I'm trying to make this video as smooth as possible. I'm not the best at this YouTube stuff, but we're gonna keep it pushing. We're gonna start with the skill tree. We're gonna do the actual skills and the gear as smoothly and as quickly as possible. We're gonna fight pinnacle bosses. Hopefully I can kill King of the Mist, Zesht, and Oroth. Reason why I say hopefully is because King of the Mist be cheesing sometimes. He frees you and you're just cooked. Oroth, he can be a pain in the ass, and well, sometimes getting to Zesht is harder than actually fighting Zesht. But as y'all know, if anyone's been following this build, y'all know that this character can literally do everything in the game except Simulacrum. Yeah, so let's get into it. Skill tree, not much has changed. I stopped using Giant Slayer. I would actually love to continue using Giant Slayer, honestly, but I have to use my attributes. I have to grab these three, unfortunately, due to my amulet just not rolling what I want, and I'll show you guys exactly what I'm talking about in a second. But skill tree is basically the same. For the people who are popping in and out of stream, y'all know that I've tested out Life Leech on this character, and it is actually like super strong. Actually kind of borderline OP, but where my character, the way my gear is and stuff like that, it is not viable in the sense of I don't have enough evasion to really benefit from the Life Leech. And the reason why I say that is because I had such low evasion while trying Life Leech. I was just getting stunned constantly, so I couldn't fight. So, and Life Leech just comes from me being actual physical damage. And if I'm over here getting stunned constantly, I can't shoot to get my life back. So I'm just dying. So I just went back to as much evasion as I could. Sorry, I'm burping, my fault. As I could. And then just went back to really just elements and just bleed and just damage as a whole. So like key changes, like I was saying, I went into deterioration, which is increase magnitude of damaging elements. Huge. I do bleed. That's what I need. That's where all my damage is coming from, the elements. Shout out to the person in the video before last, pointed out that there's 3 nodes that increase skill duration, which is huge because I use armor scavenging and that needs skill duration. So I grabbed attack damage skill duration all the way up to prolonged assault, and this increases the duration of armor scavenger, which is huge, and I'll explain that once we get to the skills. I grabbed all these damage nodes because they finally fixed in the Dawn of the Hunt update. They fixed to where 2-handed nodes actually work with crossbows this league, so that's a pretty big fix. Other than that, the skill tree is literally the same. My jewels are the same, basically just magnitude, damage against rare unique, projectile damage, crossbow attack speed. Remember, I recommend, or I say you must have high velocity rounds, Prism of Belief Diamond, and that's about it, y'all. Like, skill tree is literally the same. I'll update the max roll, make sure all that is good, and yeah, that's it with the skill tree. So we're gonna get into the skills. I'm running the same skills. They're just stronger now due to my crossbow and some other stuff. So I got these corrupted, so they're technically level 21 skill gems. So level 21 armor piercing rounds, martial tempo, mobility, ricochet, fork, armor explosion, martial tempo, attack speed, mobility. This is cool for this character specifically due to the fact that mercenaries really aren't fast characters. They're pretty slow at mapping, honestly. So this helps out a lot. So when I'm shooting, I'm not moving as slow as I could be. Ricochet, super cool. Like if I'm in like a tight corridor, like Crypt, or what's another map that everyone used to hate with all the snakes and shit. That map, like if I'm shooting at the wall, there's a 40% chance that it'll ricochet off the wall and can hit them. And then with ricochet, I have fork, so that ricochet can turn into a fork. So it's just like I have a constant projectile ricochet fork situation going on. And then arm explosion, self-explanatory. Once they're fully broken, the armor just explodes, and that's even more AoE damage to the enemies. So 100% converts 100% of physical damage to fire. Cannot break armor in itself, but it once they blow up, that's 100% fire damage. That's just getting blown up in a 1.4 meter radius. High velocity rounds. This is a bossing skill. This is my bossing skill. One of them, at least. One of three. Level 21 corrupted. Heft. More physical damage by 30%. Execute. This is a must-have due to the fact that we're using the deepest tower helmet and have all the low life nodes that we're using. This is 50% more damage against enemies that are low life, which enemies in our presence are always low life. So 50% bonus damage. Brutality, 25% more physical damage. I don't do elemental damage, so this was a no-brainer. Close combat. I have to be close because my helmet reduces my presence by 50%. So this is a bonus 25% more attack damage on this skill. And deep cuts. Yes, I'm taking a 25% damage hit, but at the cost of 75% more magnitude, which is 100% of like where my damage is coming from for the most part. So, I mean, yeah, I take this off, I shoot up to 57,000, but the magnitude, like as you can see, like my bleed magnitude is 5,500 to 38,000. I put this on. 20,000 more DPS damn near. So I would rather have that and just, yeah, like no brainer. Like that's insane damage. So that's one of my bossing skills, and that's not even versus broken armor. Like if I take that off versus broken armor, it goes down to 184,000. I put this on, it goes up to 244,000, 43,000. Like that's a no. Yeah, like come on now, why aren't we using this? Third bossing skill, gas grenades. This is a big part of the build, at least in late game, for pinnacle bosses and map bosses. So keep this as low as you possibly can. I think level 5 is the lowest you can get it, so you're not blowing through mana shooting your grenades. So support gems I run: scatter shot, despoiler, domain, corrosion, core morbidity. Despoiler skill lasts longer. Domain, nothing can destroy the skill besides the time it expires, and I think the gas cloud is like 7 seconds for me. Yeah, so almost 8 seconds that the cloud will survive. And then I have corrosion. This breaks the armor breaks armor equal to 80% of poison damage. So this breaks armor very fast, and this is why I use it. And then you have core morbidity. Skill lasts is less, but it does more damage, but which in turn helps the corrosion. Emergency reload. I honestly forget I have this skill half the time. I should be using it more often due to the fact that it's 30% more damage once the bolt is reloaded. So I need to be using it more often. I just forget about it often, especially in a boss fight. Like I just focus on just shooting the boss. I run premeditation and ingenuity on that. Bloodhound's Mark. This really only affects map bosses more than pinnacle bosses, at least for my build and me specifically, because I don't stun pinnacle bosses that often, really at all. But if I do happen to stun a boss, I use blood in the eyes, single out, strip away, and splinter. Hobble equal to 50% of physical hit damage by supporter skill against bleeding enemies. So I guess as long as the enemy is bleeding, hobble, which it lowers their evasion for 12 seconds, stuff like that. Single out, enemies marked, Armor broken equal to 10% physical damage taken. Exposure. Exposure applied by supported skills have 20% effect. So I'm pretty sure once I mark them, strip away immediately takes effect. And then splinter, break armor equal to 15% of physical damage dealt by supported skill. I'm assuming that happens once they get stunned and this pops. Herald of Blood, our main source of clear here. Hemo crystals, they do not cause bleeding, but if the enemy is bleeding and they die and they blow up, 4 hemo crystals come out and those blow up. And then they chain off of one another. Say if another enemy is bleeding next to that one that just blew up through the hemo crystals, it's just hemo crystals after hemo crystals. Way, like, it's really nice clear. I have reach, less accuracy. Really don't have to worry about accuracy on heralds. So just more skill, area of effect, magnified effect for more area of effect. And venom is pretty cool because say person blows up next to the other guy, they don't necessarily die, but they're poisoned now. So now they're just, that's another ailment. And then on top of that, I have bursting plague. It says poison from supported skills also add 100% of damage per second to enemy as plague up to 20% of their enemies maximum health. So what that's saying is once they're poisoned, it's 100% of damage per second for the maximum of 20% of enemies maximum life. So this won't necessarily kill them, but this will do a lot of damage up until the maximum of 20%. Another big skill here for bossing, Shard Scavenger. All right, so the skill is once the enemy is fully broken, the crossbow is automatically reloaded for 2 seconds. So I have 2 seconds of unlimited ammo, essentially. So that's what I was saying earlier about those 3 nodes that prolong that. I think these 3 nodes alone make it at least 3 seconds, man. Like I'm telling you, it lasts a lot longer than without it. So what I threw on here is physical mastery, precision, persistence for even more skill effect duration. These are just some random supports I just throw on. Vitality and cannibalism to help with sustain. That's about as much as I can say about that one. So like every 6.1 seconds, I have unlimited ammo for 3 seconds due to them having broken armor. Our layers of defense are next, which will be Wind Dancer. I have Pin, Blind, and Charm. I'm pretty sure I was supposed to have Maim on here too, but I have to find Maim. But I have Charm Bounty on here due to like Wind Dancer being so strong and it kills majority of anything that touches you. You basically get 100% more charm charges and basically it refills you. Time of Need, another layer of defense, which is really nice because this character is really squishy, low ES, okay life, not as high as it could be, I guess. But Time of Need is really nice because it's really good for maps with temporal chains, elemental weakness, stuff like that, due to it getting rid of curses and elemental ailments. So it's like every 10 seconds I get cleansed, essentially. It's like a cleanse. So that's the skills. We're gonna get into the gear. Few major changes here. Crossbow, as y'all know, well, I'm not gonna say all of you, but some of you may know who keep up with the channel. I did drop a mirror, or a mirror dropped after I killed Zesh last weekend, and I balled out. I balled my ass off, as I feel like anyone should, to be honest. Especially if that's like their main character and you don't really plan on playing anything else, ball out on your main character like I did. Like I have 3 characters, but this is the only one I really play. And I balled out. Like this crossbow is the 2nd strongest crossbow on the market and he wanted 1800 div. I think we settled to 17 or something like that, but I bought it off of him. Crossbow is insane, crazy damage. I love this thing. I might vol it before the league ends and see if I get an extra socket or whatever, or it might brick it, who knows. So this was a big change here. Gloves, simple change but a major change at the same time. As y'all know, I was running the wolf runes, which gave 10% increase magnitude of bleeding dealt. But this one does 15% increased magnitude of damaging elements, and damaging elements that deal damage are bleeding, ignite, and poison. So technically I'm doing 10% more than I was with the other 2 charms or runes. So that's huge. Another change, I got another coil ornate belt. This one's better, just for the simple fact that the one I had was 42.29. This one's 48.29. Yes, this one has less life, but I'd rather have the 48.29 and still have 3 charms with what, 30 less life. I'll be okay. Same rings as the last video, same helmet. The only difference is I put increased experience gain on it. This amulet, like I think I mentioned it earlier, this amulet has been whooping my ass. I've put like 200 div into this thing and it will not roll dex. Like I need it to roll dex, but it keeps rolling. And I literally mean like every other like whittle or a null, it rolls a T1 version of one of these 3 right here, of the damage, recouped as life, regen, or mana regeneration rate. I swear to you, like it rolls T1 every single time for those 3. So I just left it alone. I gave up because I mean, it still kind of works out. Like the life regeneration isn't bad and the mana regeneration isn't bad because I do need mana, considering that my crossbow isn't mana on kill anymore. It's life. And the recouped is life. It's cool if I survive. Most things at this, like the stuff I do, one-shots me anyway. So I mean, if I could get rid of that and get dex, that would be amazing, but it just won't roll. And my instillment is blood tearing, which is more magnitude of bleeding and physical damage. So like the key things still for this build, especially for your gear, you want life, evasion rating, plus to projectiles, spirit, and just anything that can help you. Like the main things you really want are like this coil belt for sure, if you're doing bleed. So you want this belt, a strong crossbow, and if you're doing low life, which I recommend, obviously you need the deepest tower helmet. For the most part, I mean, that's really it. Like I should have, everything should be in the max roll, like a leveling guide and all that, like for prioritizing what you need to worry about on this build. But we're gonna get into these pinnacle bosses and a map. I'm more worried about this freaking Oroth, and we're gonna do Oroth first because I did see that he spawned here, so we're gonna do it quick. We're just gonna fly to him, fight him, and then go on about on to our next fight. What kind of map is this? Well, it is a Lush Isle map. Be all right. I hate expeditions, bro. Well, runic monsters are really just strong as hell for no reason. And sometimes their things are hard to see on the ground. But we're gonna fight Oroth first, King of the Mist second, and then we're gonna do Zesh last. I am not fighting Arbiter because I hate that fight. For the life of me, I can't stand that fight. I feel like Oroth's gonna kill me too because he's just a pain in the ass. See, like that right there. That shit was actually unnecessary. Oh, I'm dead. No, I'm not. This fight is unnecessarily annoying. He's cooked. What did he drop? What did he drop? He ain't drop shit. He ain't drop nothing. That's Oroth. I know I never really showed y'all me fighting him because he's random as hell. He's very random. King of the Mist. Zesh, then we're gonna do a Waystone, and that'll be the video. I hate this fight because he has way too much shit going on. He has way too much shit going on in his second phase. What the hell? Oh, I walked right past it. I thought that was a wall.
Precise and deadly.
Where'd he go? Where'd he go? There we go. Got him. Get out of here. I didn't know where he went. He has way too much stuff going on in this boss fight. We'll take that T5 belt. T5 hammer. All probably gonna be garbage. But it is what it is. Like what the hell is that? Like, why do you have freaking boils blocking the doorway, bro? Trying to cook me. All right, Zesh.
Yes.
Let's go handle him. Then a map, show y'all the mapping experience, and like I said, that'll be it. So far, what is like being y'all favorite thing about this league? Like, what have y'all enjoyed the most? Like, what's your favorite build? Like, what have been some of your greatest drops this league? Stuff like that. Obviously, my highlight is this freaking mirror. That situation was really weird because I posted it on Reddit and people just started unnecessarily being negative towards it. I guess is the way I worded the fact that I got a mirror. They were just like, you don't finally get a mirror, but I thought that's what happens when you play this type of game, you know? You finally get the rarest currency in the game. That's what I meant. And people were just being oddly negative about me saying finally I got a mirror. I don't know. I thought that was weird. Like, damn, dog. I'm just saying. The whole point of playing this game, besides grinding, is to get a mirror. Like, you're hunting for that. That's the one thing you want to hunt for. Yeah, divines are cool, exalted are cool, chaos orbs are cool. But I got that mirror. I literally screamed finally. I was like, finally I got one. And this is from someone who's played POE 1 and 2. And yeah, and some people were like, yeah, you're first and last. And I'm like, yeah, you might be right. But you never know. It'd been hilarious if I dropped the second one right after that. Or one popped up in a ritual. It's the thing about RNG, you never know when you're gonna get what you think you know. Like, I can get a mirror out of this again. Like, I wish I was recording that day. I don't know, this community is oddly negative about a lot of things that really don't even need that type of energy. Bro, die already. He was harder than Zesh. I ain't even fight Zesh yet, but I know he's harder than Zesh. T4. See, there's a lot of T4 stuff in here, but they're blues, they're magic. I mean, that don't really matter. All right, Zesh.
We that dream, we in nightmare, we that are one. Precise and deadly.
Easy peasy. Messed up a little bit, but it is what it is. I don't even think I got space to pick up anything. I don't. All right, we'll just leave that there. We'll be all right. I don't know if I said this already, but I attempted to do 150% delirious. Yeah, boy got freaking smacked. I was like, wow, this is hard. Like, that was like the hardest thing I've done in this game was that. I'm not gonna do everything on this map. I'm just gonna clear the map, kill the boss, do the breach. We're gonna go on about our day. I don't want this video to be an hour long, because it will be. But as y'all can see, man, the clear is still clearing. Like I said, I feel like it's better with fork and all that other stuff, because it's just, everything's bleeding. And then they got the hammer crystals triggering back to back with armor explosion. I'm just showing this just in case anyone wants to start this next league for a league start. It's gonna be hard for me not to, honestly. I have to figure out what I want to do next league, but we also don't know what they're adding or what they're buffing or nerfing, so it's gonna be kind of hard to really determine what I want to do build wise. Because are they doing like another update soon? Like player to like tuning up or down some shit. Like I don't think they're nerfing anything. God damn. But I'm pretty sure they're doing another league update before 3.0 or 0.30. Yeah, bro. Look at the clear. Ooh. I remember reading comments, people saying clear is bad. Like, come on, bro. You tripping, dog. You tripping. All right, let's go hit this hit this breach on this side while we're here. Hit the breach. It's time for me to go the other way. My frames. I'm usually chilling at a cool, smooth 80 to 100, bro. When this shit going on, I dropped to 40. This is probably one of the worst maps for breaches, honestly. Map kind of sucks. Boss is right here, though. Goodbye, frames. That's all the rare monsters. That's what I'm saying. All this class needs is movement speed, man. If I could somehow get a hella movement speed, oh my goodness. Mapping, like, this class is so slow. So strong, though. And blow him up. Do one more breach. I was like, how am I attacking so fast? Forgot I had the freaking movement speed buff on. I was like, damn, I'm spraying him down. You know what's crazy though? That wasn't hitting as hard neither as it usually does. I think that's a little weird. Of course, this breach is in such a weird spot. Probably went the wrong way. Now that I think about it. All right. I'm just wasting time at this point. My bad, y'all. I said I was gonna try to make a quicker video, and I'm over here running in circles. No, can't die. So much going on. So much going on. Whoa. Look, they're just clearing off screen. They're just getting cleared off screen, man. Just don't know where the Breach Lord hand is. Just didn't know where the Breach Lord hand was. That's what I was really looking for. But it is what it is. We are out of here. And that is all the content I am willing to do. Like I said, I am not fighting Arbiter. Don't feel like doing a Trial of Chaos. I just want to fight some of it. As y'all seen me beat T4 Arbiter in the last video. I think the only boss I really didn't showcase was Trials of Chaos, which is only level 80, so he'll get two-shotted. And Simulacrum, which this build can't do. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Do not try to do Simulacrum with this build because it will not work at all. You will get straight smacked. It's too much going on for a build like this. It's only, like I said, it's only like 2 builds that can do Simulacrum probably and survive. And that is all, I think. Like I said, this is the final update video I'm dropping for this build until, well, yeah, that's it. Next league, I'll start a new character just like everyone else, and we're gonna figure out what we're gonna do then. Because we still got to know about patch notes and what they're nerfing or keeping or what's being added to the game. So yeah, I appreciate you guys for showing love, man. Y'all been going crazy with the subscriptions and like coming into the streams, actually having conversation with your boy, commenting and interacting on the videos. So I really do appreciate that. And yeah, I'm gonna continue to try to be consistent, but it's kind of hard because I'm a worker just like you guys, blue collar aviation mechanic. Like I'm out here in these trenches as well, just like y'all are. So it's kind of hard to muster up the strength or, you know, want to stream when you just been working all day. So physically at that. So yeah, I do appreciate you guys. I will try my best to continue to be, you know, consistent. And I appreciate y'all for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.